Architectural Guide, Some Must-See Works by 𝐕𝐬𝐢𝐻. Finnish architect 𝐕𝐬𝐢𝐻 is an extremely famous trendsetter and a leader when it comes to using organic materials and natural objects to be introduced into modern architecture in recent years. When he decided to embark on a career as an architect, he traveled to Helsinki, the only place where he could find academic training in the profession. His journey did not end there, however, as his work can be seen around the world. For example, we have mapped out some of his most notable works must be seen up close and in person to truly be appreciated, such as Seinäjoki Town Hall, House of Control, Stephanovsky, and so on. The Second Studio podcast interview with Phyllis Lambert. The Second Studio, formerly known as The Midnight Caress, is a podcast, forum, and radio dedicated to design and architecture. Founded by the talented architects David Lee and Marina Borderonet, it possesses the innovative techniques of unrecorded conversations that allow for personal discussions and reflections. Some themes are covered with authenticity and humor. Some episodes are interviews, while others are advice to fellow designers, reviews of buildings, and other projects or casual explorations of everyday life and design. SubSaharan Africa Architectural Guide, exploring the architecture of 𝐕𝐬𝐢 and Kinshasa. When it comes to African architecture, we will be able to see the diversity of building design style of a continent. Besides, we can see the process of an architectural building becoming its current shape by the combination of internal and external factors. When we look at African architecture, there is also a tendency that certain areas take precedence over other parts of the continent. The works of tropical modernism, for example, by Maxwell Fry and Jane Drill in Ghana and Nigeria, are well documented. The colonial architecture is extremely well preserved by the capital, Amara, and the Eritrean people. What eviction moratoriums tell us about economic inequities in cities? One of the major economic factors affected by the COVID-19 pandemic is the issues of eviction of tenants. When millions of people are likely to lose their jobs in the blink of an eye, it means they start to have to pay rent in a measurable way. Now, as our economy slowly begins to recover and some return to work, there have been regulatory outlets with landlords and tenants divided on how to proceed with payments in the future. The tenants are still unable to pay rent, and the landlords themselves are burdened by the lack of income. But what this tug of war really sheds on how out of reach the cost of living has become in some of the busiest cities, and the way housing is seen as a convenience, not a necessity or basic right during a global pandemic. The 2021 exhibit Columbus explores the conditions of middle places. This year's Columbus exhibitions explore the connections between ecosystems and the built environment through 13 temporary installations highlighting different aspects. This at the same time create the identity of Mississippi River Basin. We now hosted 3 times of this exhibit, which builds on Indiana's modern time cultural heritage. It adopted a series of artistic and architectural discoveries aimed at activating public space and engaging the Columbus communities. Colleen Celesti project by 𝐒𝐿-𝐑𝐞𝐧𝐝𝐿. Colleen Celesti is a special project of 𝐒𝐿-𝐑𝐞𝐧𝐝𝐿 with an area of up to 5,000 square meters. It was built in a resort complex called Flamingo Delight, located in Vietnam, with a scale of thousands of hectares of lands and other resort houses around. The owner of this land also made it clear to 𝐒𝐿 about the soul that needs to be blown in Colleen Celesti. They want to bring a really modern and comfortable space to visitors who want to visit and have a great experience here. In addition, the increase of uniqueness of this resort, the architect designed it so it has a separate idea for Colleen Celesti, which are relaxation rooms such as spa, karaoke. This is Weekly Architecture News 10 by krenderstudio. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please check out krenderstudio website and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the next video.